Hello, today I'm going to do a review of the Parkside Electric Impact Wrench PDSSE 450B2. This is a 2018 model. The reason why I'm doing this now is on Thursday, coming up is the 2019 model. I've had a look at the specs of that. It is slightly different, but I thought it would be worthwhile just showing you this. Basically you get the same thing, and I'll tell you what the updates and the spec are in a sec. You can get it in a blow moulded plastic case. There we go. You get a pack of spare brushes in there, which is potentially useful. I've not used it yet. You get 4 sockets from 22, 21, 19, which is commonly used, and 17. And then you get this. It looks the same, the new one, but a couple of points to note. Firstly, this one does a maximum undoing torque of 370 Newton meters. The new one is a 550 watt, and it does 500 Newton meters. But they are both limited to 100 Newton meters doing up, which may or may not be a bad thing. Comes with a 3 meter mains lead and has the advantage over the battery powered one is if you've got mains you're not going to run out of mains. I've used this extensively, and I have to tell you it's a must to have an impact wrench. I won't obviously be buying the new mains powered one because there's nothing wrong with this. The new mains powered one looks a bit more gutsy. I haven't had a problem with the guts in this. What I'm going to do now is I had a video on changing the rear wheel bearings on a Jaguar XI, which was a pig of a job. I'm going to cut now to a bit of video where I'm taking off the wheels, and you can see the impact wrench in action taking off wheel nuts with the wheel jacked off the ground. The great thing about that is that you don't need the wheel in contact with the ground because it doesn't spin the wheel, it just takes the nut straight off. So let's have a look at that now. Trusty little electric zippy gun. Tell you what, these things are magic. And then the whole thing turned out to be a massive nightmare getting out the bolts that held on the actual wheel bearing. For one reason or another, it's a sealed unit and you have to take the whole wheel bearing off. It's held on by 4 Torx headed cap screws that are really heavily thread locked in and rusted in. And so I'm going to cut to where I've cut the heads off to get the wheel bearing off, and what I've done is I've welded nuts on, and here is me taking those out, and you can see this thing doesn't give up. It'll just sit there until it eventually breaks the thing through. That was set the wrong way. And off it comes. And now you've seen that, what I'd say is I would seriously recommend this. The only thing recommend buying the new one. It looks good. It's got more power. You will have to be careful. You don't want to wave that around at little bolts because it will just rip them to shreds. Something I did see though, which I'm tempted to buy, is the battery powered one, because the battery powered one has settings for torque from 100 to 150, 200, 300 and 400 I believe Newton meters. So the battery powered one is more powerful than this one, less powerful than the mains one, and it's part of the 20 volt team, which means that the battery is interchangeable with all the other cordless Lidl stuff I've got. I've got the cordless drills, in fact I've got 2 cordless drills, and I've got a cordless reciprocating saw, and I do recommend those. So I might well be tempted to buy that. I didn't think I was going to be, but the more I think about it, I get a 20 volt battery with a 4 amp hour battery, and I get the ability to set the torque. I'm deeply tempted. Anyway, so the mains powered ones of these I like a lot. Slight caveat is that you can't, because the torque isn't adjustable, don't wave them around at small screws. I'd say M8 or M10 and above only. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.